The city of Sioux Falls is working on efforts to improve recycling in the area. Our newest reporter, Mark Brim, joining us live from the First Alert Now desk with their latest efforts. Hey, Mark.
Sam, the city of Sioux Falls held a press conference today to discuss updates on recycling in the community. Since a peak in 2018, there has been a steady decrease in Sioux Falls recycling. In response to that downward trend, a recycling task force was established last year to address the challenges. One of the top challenges is contamination in the recycling. One way to improve that is through public education. Sustainability coordinator Holly Meyer shared one of the biggest takeaways.
So really, first and foremost, the one we want to hit home is to not bag recycling. So definitely don't bag. If any recycling is bagged, it's essentially like you are not recycling at all because it will end up in the landfill. So keep those materials loose.
Starting November 15th, Millennium Recycling will no longer be accepting bagged recyclables. Live at the First Alert Now desk, Mark Brim, Dakota News Now.
Thank you, Mark.